With Father's Day coming up and today being my birthday, I am not recording anything live. My wife has some fun stuff planned for me, so that's where I am right now. But you guys are watching this as a premiere live. I'm so excited you guys get to see this because I get to kind of do what VK and I have been doing without it being live and being able to edit it for a little bit. So basically what I'm going to talk about is the comic book market and how movies have kind of been driving this market. So it's actually kind of perfect. I mentioned it during our last live stream that I got back my grail of a book, my very first true grail, and it's Amazing Spider-Man 361, the first appearance of Carnage, one of my favorite villains of all time, besides Venom, but 300 is just priced out of my range right now. So I have it sitting over here. I haven't looked at the grade yet. I'm really excited to kind of show it off here for the first time. But before I do that, I want to get into like the dynamics of this book. And it's been taking off. When I picked up this book, it was right around $200-300 at a 9.694. This book did have some minor flaws with it, and I'll show those to you once I pull it out of the bag and the box that it's in and kind of show you guys what grade I got. I'm expecting it to be at about a 9.2 or 9.4. That's where I'm expecting it to be, simply because there's two little manufacturer pulls where it gets pulled off the press at the very bottom. They're very small, they're very minute, but this isn't a perfect book. It's not a 9.8, and I don't even think it's a 9.6. Like, I have 9.6s in my collection, and in all honesty, they look pretty solid. I mean, very minor things wrong. I also have 9.8s in my collection, and I've shown this book off before. And honestly, I can't really tell much wrong with this book besides a very minor thing down here, but like very, very minor. My other demonstration for a 9.8 is this book. And I mean, this book is by no means without flaws. I definitely think that there's some little things wrong, like this corner right here has just the tiniest dent if you look at it in the right light. So there's things about even a 9.8 that can be negligible, I guess is the best way to put it, and still have it come out a 9.8. With all of that being said, and with Let There Be Carnage coming out soon, this book has been on the rise. So this book went from a $200 book at about a 9.4 to now being well over that. It even went from a $500 book for the first print and I think it was like $200 or $300 at a 9.8 to being $1,500 at a 9.8 fair market value. That's an increase of 3 times the value that it was just a few months ago. So I'm going to pull up the information I have on it. Roughly fair market value right now is about $1,350 for a 9.8. 9.6 that jumps down to about $575. I've seen them selling for $600, $650, $700. 9.4s, $450. 9.2s, $325. 9.0, $325. All of that right here on Go Collect. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. There we go. Fair market value. So there you have it. And even the second print is doing pretty well. $525 for a 9.8, $230 and $220 for a 9.6 and 9.4 respectively, $220 for a 9.2, $190 for a 9.0. And then of course the newsstand, being as rare as the newsstand is, shot up in price. This was a fair market value pending when I sent this book off for 9.6s, or sorry, for newsstands at a 9.8. It was still a fair market value pending because there were so many sales all over the place they couldn't really nail it down. They've nailed it down at $1,750 for a 9.8 newsstand and $550 for a 9.6 newsie. So a little bit less if it is a newsstand, which it's not. It's the direct edition if it's 9.6. But still, the newsstand at a 9.6, 9.4, 9.2 is a little bit less than where it's at for direct. With all that being said, the market's been completely driven by this movie coming out. And we've seen that with some of these shows. We've seen that with all of these movies in the past, I'd say 5 or 6 years. These prices just being driven up. A lot of people saying that the market has to correct itself at some point. Honestly, I think we're going to see maybe like a 20-30% drop. We talked about this in our last video. Again, I'm not going to talk about it for that long, mainly because I don't have you guys commenting live. Because, again, this isn't a live video. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. But, as always, even though it's not live, please make sure to comment in the live chat for the premiere. Comment after the premiere in the chat. This will be part of our Year 1 Lounge giveaway, which I will get into in a video next week, because we're almost toward the end of June, and I want to show you what that giveaway will be. I know what it's going to be. It's actually going to be one of the books that got me into comics. I just don't have a need for it anymore, and it's a really cool kind of Year 1 type of book, so that's going to be the giveaway. With all that being said, I'm very excited because, again, this is my very first Grail. Nova's a very minor Grail for me. I talked about this. A lot of these books are very minor. They're not major books. I have no major Grails in my collection until I pull this one out of the bag that it's in. Honestly, I don't have many slabs. I'm the first one to admit that, and I'm totally okay with that. That's fine by me. I believe that comics should be read. So it's okay that I don't have many slabs. With all that being said, though, I really want to kind of dive more into this and talk more about this book. So I'm not going to look. I'm just going to make sure that none of the Venom 200s on top come out with it and fall and hit the ground, because that would be insane in and of itself. And I had to pick up this variant. It came out on top of it. The Gleason Venom 200 variant, I will not be reading that. I will be sending that one off to CGC because I want to encapsulate that book. Here it is. First print, Amazing Spider-Man, 361. All right, it's this hand. Boom. So when I looked at it originally, and I'm even covering that piece up. When I looked at it originally, because of this at the bottom, and it's very hard to do this, you can see those two little marks. One right in the corner where the spine is, and then one right by Carnage's right knee. See that right there at the bottom there. So because of those, I thought this was going to come back a 9.2 or 9.4. I'm just switching my hands around because the cord's kind of getting in the way. That's my thought. It's still my thought. I'm still believing 9. I'm aiming for 9.4. If it's a 9.2, I'm gonna be a little sad. 9.6, I'm gonna be ecstatic, and I know it's not a 9.8. I just know it based on those two little marks. I know that it can't get that. It's just, if it were to get 9.8, I would be shocked, and I would actually lose a little bit of faith in CGC. Simple as that. When I got this book, I knew that it was going to grade less than a 9.8, but I love the thrill of a raw book, grading it, and seeing what it comes back as. Seeing if I can predict correctly what the grade is going to be. And it's kind of a little thrill. It's a little bit of a gamble. It's a little bit of fun. I'm very excited to kind of show it off. I promise that I'm not looking right now. I'm looking right at you guys, right at the camera. And I'm just very excited. I love this book. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man covers of all time. It's just an absolutely phenomenal book. And you guys can take a look at it. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. I'll show it off for a minute. Let me know. Do you think it's 9.2, 9.4, 9.6? I'm hoping I've got a few people watching us live. I'm going to try to cover that up as much as possible. Here's even the back cover. And then I don't know if I can really show you the page color without kind of giving it away. But I will tell you, it's, in my opinion, white pages. So, here it goes. I can't look. I'm having I'm having a little bit of anxiety right now. Ooh, tell me it's good. Oh, it's a 9.6. Oh my god, I gotta take it out of the plastic. It's too much glare. It's a 9.6. I don't even know how. I know that Chet and Mike told me it would probably come back 9.6. Now you can kind of see these a little bit better now that I'm not trying to cover it. All right, so right here, and then also right over here, you can see those two little ticks where the pull off the press kind of got it. I'm I'm at a loss for words right now. This is the best comic I've ever added to my collection. This is a grail. I know it's not a 9.8, but at the end of the day, you know what? I'm not paying $1,300 for a comic. Whew. And like I said, it went from a $200 comic to a almost $600 comic. Now, here's my thought. And now that I've kind of been over the moon about this and really excited, and it's obviously one of CGC's newest cases. I mean, duh, it's just got graded. Now I can actually post this. I'm very excited to kind of see what everyone's reaction is going to be to this. Do you think it deserved a 9.6? Do you think it deserved a 9.4? I honestly, looking at it now in the case, it presents so well that I totally get why they graded it a 9.6. I get it. I got to put my Spidey head on for this. I get it. And 9.6 White Pages came out a few months before I was born. Wow. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. So now comes the speculation. And not the speculation for the movie, because we know Carnage is in the movie. That's not a big deal. That's not where we're going with this. Where we're going with this is actually, is this book going to drop like a rock? If the movie tanks, or if the comic book market tanks, or if anything kind of just doesn't work out, is this book going to go from a $1,300 9.8 and a $1,700 9.8 newsy back down to where it was pre-movie release? We have a teaser for this. We have some pretty awesome content for this. I'm excited about this movie, but I'm not going to hold my breath because I know that it's a long shot to be over the top phenomenal. But it's Carnage. Carnage, in all honesty, is one of the underrated books, and I feel like it's because he's a 90s character. Venom was in the 80s. He was still that Bronze Age of comics. This is pretty much a modern book. I mean, realistically, that's what it is. It's not even 30 years old yet. I know that because I'm not 30. It's about to be, but it's still a modern book. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on this? Does it have room to grow as it gets older? Or is it going to drop like a rock? VK and I are definitely going to have this conversation. Not even next week. Next week's going to be a pre-recording like this because I'm going to be out of town. I might do a live. I don't think I will. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see how they could get away with doing that. I think it's going to drop back down. I don't think it's going to drop to what it was at. I definitely think it's going to hold some of its value. The 9.8s will probably drop down to about 800. I think a 9.6 can hold steady at about 400. Right now it's about half of what the 9.8s are worth anyways, except for obviously the newsstand. The 9.8 newsstand is priced so far out of range of the 9.6, which is crazy because it's almost exactly the same. Literally, if you get rid of those two poles, that's a 9.8 all day from what I can see. So, with that being said, I don't know what else to say. I don't. Anyways, thank you for lounging with us. For all of our dads out there, have a very happy Father's Day. I'm going to have a really cool unboxing coming out on that day. I want to give away from Comicade. Very excited to unbox this. That's coming out Sunday. I might have it come out Saturday. I don't want to interrupt anyone's Father's Day. You'll see it. No worries. All good. But I got my 9.6. Woo! It's a beaut. So excited. Happy birthday to me. And the commission that I'm getting done for my birthday is starting this week too. Also, coming up very soon, as I talked about, the year one giveaway. Make sure that you subscribe. You find the playlist. I'm going to leave it at the end of this video. It's the year one giveaway playlist. Watch each of those videos and comment hashtag year one lounge. Hashtag year one lounge. I'll make sure to leave that link or that hashtag down below. You can comment that on this video. It will be a part of it at some point. Not yet. I'll leave it probably for the end because I've kind of been going in a row. But yeah, I'm very excited, very happy for this 9.6, and I can't wait to send off my next grail. This will be the next book I send off. I already have a book that's been sent technically. That's the commission work that I told you about a few seconds ago. And also, I will be doing a review and a breakdown of Venom 200. That's going to be coming out next Friday, same time, same place as this. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. I know it's going to be a little late, but at the same time, I want everyone a chance to digest it, kind of figure out where it falls, and then see what the spec does. See if it continues to rise over the next week, or see if it drops like a rock on that Venom 9. I'm very excited to see where all of that goes. And that is the next few videos. All right, again, thank you for lounging with us. As always, like this video, comment on this video. If you have not already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you very much. Thank you for lounging with us. I'm going to make sure that this video stays live for a few more minutes so that people can get caught up and see the live. That way they're not wondering where I am, because this is something we've been doing for quite some time, so I want to make sure that you guys are psyched and excited. Have a great day. Have a great week. Thank you for watching, as always.